In the earlier class, we learned about spermatogenesis. Today we are going to learn about oogenesis, the formation of the ovum, that is the female gamete is known as oogenesis. So today we are going to learn about oogenesis. Oogenesis takes place in the primary sex organ of the female, that is the ovary. Oogenesis takes place in the embryonic condition of the female, that is in the fetal condition, and after some time it gets stopped. It is stopped and then again it starts with the onset of the puberty and continues till menopause. After menopause there is no oogenesis. Ovum is derived from the germ cell of the ovary, that is from the germinal cells or the germinal epithelium of the ovary. Now, one of the germinal cell or the germ cell, let us take, which is diploid in nature. This is diploid and it will undergo mitosis to increase in number. So, keeps on increasing its number. So this is known as multiplicative phase. It undergoes mitosis and increases in number. So oogenesis is also divided into three phases, that is multiplicative phase, growth phase and the maturation phase. This multiplicative phase takes place in the embryonic stage of the fetus, that is 3rd and 4th month in the intrauterine cavity. After 5th month, oocyte is not formed. No oocyte is formed, it is stopped. Now one of the germ cell, let us take one germ cell, the ovarium, they will absorb nutrition, lot of nutrition from the surrounding area. They will absorb lot of nutrition from the surrounding area and become larger in size. Now this is known as primary oocyte. So this is also diploid. This is primary oocyte. Primary oocyte. Now this development takes place after birth. And before puberty, in the childhood before puberty. Now the germ cells, that is one of the germ cells which absorbs nutrition and forms the primary oocyte, this is known as growth phase, and this takes place after the birth, in childhood and that is in puberty. Now after this, the maturation phase starts. Maturation phase. Now what happens that the primary oocyte will now undergo meiosis, the first mitotic division. It starts the mitotic division and reaches the prophase. But after prophase, the whole process is stopped because of some OMI factor. Because of the OMI factors, the division, the first mitotic division after reaching the prophase is stopped. The oocyte or the oogonia now attains a resting stage, comes to a resting inactive phase which is known as atresia. The inactive phase is known as atresia. It remains in this condition till puberty. When ovulation has to occur, has to take place, the primary oocyte, which remained in a resting condition, in atresial condition, will now again divide, undertake the remaining part of mitotic division and form two haploid cells. These are unequal cells, so they are going to form two haploid cells. The division is unequal. One larger cell, that is secondary oocyte, is formed, which contains the bulk of nutrient, the cytoplasmic nutrient, and a smaller body is formed, which is known as first polar body. This is known as first polar body or polocyte, you can say, or a polocyte is formed. This is the secondary oocyte, which is bigger in size because it retains the bulk of nutrition. So we see that the secondary oocyte, which is formed after the first mitotic division, retains the bulk of nutrition, the cytoplasmic nutrition of the primary oocyte, and a small polar body is formed, which degenerates after some time. Now, the Graafian follicle is formed. The tertian follicle changes into Graafian follicle, and the size of the antrum, the liquid filled area, that is the antrum, increases, enlarges. The secondary oocyte will now undergo the second mitotic division. Will undergo the second mitotic division, meiotic division or second meiosis. And will proceed till the metaphase stage. Because of some inhibiting factors, this process is stopped at metaphase. The secondary oocyte now develops a new membrane, which is known as zona pellucida. The Graafian follicles will now rupture and release the secondary oocyte from the ovum. Now this whole process is known as ovulation. The second meiotic division, that is the secondary oocyte which underwent the second meiotic division, was stopped after proceeding till metaphase because of some inhibiting factors. This whole process will now start after fertilization. At the time of fertilization, with the entry of the sperm cells releases certain enzymes which helps in removing the inhibiting factor, and thus the process of second meiotic division takes place. It helps in the completion of the second meiotic division, which results in the formation of two haploid cells. Two haploid cells. One is the ovum. This is the ovum, and the other is a small polar body. This is the second polar body formed. So this was the maturation phase. The maturation phase is long and it forms the ovum. So again let us see what happens in oogenesis. Oogenesis meiosis has got three phases: the multiplicative phase, growth phase, and the maturation phase. In the multiplicative phase, mitotic division takes place, that is, the germ cells undergo mitosis just to increase in number and forms the primary oocyte. One of the germ cell, it will attain nutrition from the surrounding areas and become larger in size. This is known as primary oocyte. The primary oocyte will undergo mitotic division till the formation of the primary oocyte. This whole, the increasing in number, multiplicative phase takes place in the fetal condition, and after the birth, the primary oocyte, it develops and remains in the same condition till puberty. Bit of puberty, the first meiotic division will proceed. The first meiotic division entered the prophase and then came under the resting stage, which is known as atresia. And after attaining puberty, at the time of ovulation, the first meiotic division will complete and it will form in secondary oocyte, and our first polar body or polocyte is formed. After the growth phase, it enters the maturation phase. The secondary oocyte undergoes the second meiotic division and it enters till, proceeds till metaphase, and then again it is stopped because of some of the inhibitors. During fertilization, the sperm cells helps in dissolving these inhibitors, and then the whole process of second meiotic division proceeds, which results in the formation of two haploid cells. One is large egg cell or the ovum is formed, and the another is small polar body. Of ovum we have discussed earlier. In the ovum we see a pre-vitelline area. In this pre-vitelline area, the polar bodies, they lie and they rest for some time. After that they degenerate.